Got an old battery charger. Blitz. Chicago, Illinois is the name on it. And I'm thinking about making it an actual charge station for like cell phones and things. Putting one of those electrical outlets that has the 4 USB plugins plus an electrical outlet. Redoing the cording to make it look like it's legit. And hooking those leads back up. Just kind of clipping them up on the handle or something. And so in order to do that, I got to get the guts out. It's pretty heavy. I think it probably weighs 25 pounds. We don't want to be packing that around to be that, but I'm going to put a light in it, I think. Try and get this dial to backlight. And then the light will come out the slits. And I may even cut half of one of these off or something to make it where it's like an actual desk lamp. So that's what we're kind of working on tonight, is getting that apart and trying to get to the guts. It's got real nice patina badging on it. I think this is just kind of like oil on here. I think that's going to clean up really nice. So super cool. I'm anxious to get it going as a light. So stay tuned. Just in case you ever wondered what the inside of one of those look like. I unhooked. There's a wire going there on each side of that, and unhooked that. That's the only thing I've unhooked. Pretty cool. Hey everyone, and welcome back. I am back again on that battery charger from the 50s that I started some time ago. The clip you just watched was me taking it apart. And I did find a date. See if I can get the camera to pick that up. Right there. It says 1950. Focus. And no, it's not going to cooperate. There we go. April 1950. So I'm going to make this into a charge station for camping and also a light. Charge station for cell phones and that kind of thing. So this will go that way. The electrical cord to it, which is that red cord sitting right over there. I'm going to use the one that was in it. At least that's my plan. The electric cord will come out here. I'm going to make 2 fake battery charger looking cables that I'm planning to clip up here to make it look like it's an old battery charger. That is the bottom. Get this turned around so you can kind of see what the front's going to look like. And I'm planning to put a light in it so that these louvered sides will shed just a little bit of light on the campground. I have the center taken out because I took apart the little gauge here, and I'm going to cut where my black Sharpie lines are. I'm going to cut that out so that light will shine into this guy too, so that when it's on, hopefully we get a little bit of a dim light coming out of that. I want it to be a power box as well. So we're going to have 2 electrical outlets and then 2 USB charge stations, charge ports for our phones, iPads, whatever else we have with us. And then I've just bought an electrical box for that to go in, and then bought a faceplate to put that in. I probably will mount that directly on this bottom lid. So this is one that goes into a stud, and we'll just, there's a couple places in there to drill a hole through the bottom, and that's how we'll do it. We'll just mount that directly on the bottom. I don't know, I'll probably set it off to, I don't know, off to the side or in the middle, so that all the cords will be coming from the bottom up, and then I'll either make little pockets on the inside, kind of hanging off in these louvers, little mesh pockets or something to stick your phone in, or make a shelf. I would like to just make mesh pockets then it reduces weight and allows someone to have a light bulb down here somewhere shining light up. So I'll get room for that. But what I need to do now is figure out where I'm going to cut my hole on the back of this guy. And I'm thinking about just cutting the area that's between these two cable wrap-ups. Just cutting that there. I think that'll be big enough to get my big man paws in and give us enough room to put some things in it and yet not reduce the stability tremendously. I want to leave the P and the N, the positive and negative stencils that are there. I think that's kind of cool. So let me pop you in a stand and we're going to mark out here the area we want to cut, and then also cut this guy out and then reassemble him and see how far we can get on this thing. So I have my 2 holes drilled in the bottom. I've busted out my knockout punch on one side. And how I'm thinking of doing this is mounting a piece of wood via, turned around, those 2 screw holes. And then take this and mount it there. I think that will work. I have to make sure that I clear this wall because there's some screws that go in here to hold that top box on. So I think that's probably the best way to do it. What do you think? Think that's the best way? I think that's the way we're going to do it, whether that's the best way or not. And I just want to kind of get everything mocked up in here, so when we put it back together, we kind of know where everything's going to be. This did make me laugh, though. Unbreakable. Should I accept the challenge? People that say that kind of thing have never met me. I'm the only female on the planet that carries an emery board to file points in a car, not for my fingernails. An oven cleaner to take a car back to its original paint. Unbreakable. Probably break it trying to put it on here. Just kind of want to see what everything's going to look like. And I think this is going to be pretty cool when we get it done. Thanks for all your help, by the way. Alright, so let's see if we can't get that cut and get the other little piece cut. This little guy. And get this together. kind of boogered the first cut. I think this went in there first. Why did they tell me you couldn't see? That goes in there first. Is that right? There's a mark. I think it goes that way. There we go. Then this is on there. Mm-hmm. You little bugger. Yeah, just a sec. See if we can't shove that guy down in there. Why, you little bugger. There we go. All right. Just crimp those edges. What do you think about that? Too bad. Alright, let's get this guy tightened back down. That went there. Somebody holler out if I'm doing this wrong. Those things went there. Oh, cross washers went on there first. Not that it really matters, but my luck, I cut something up like this and find out it's worth a couple $100. Oh well, it didn't cost me anything. Alright, that feels pretty good. Let's put that back in the box. Whoop, lost one. Put it snug, it doesn't have to be. It's not a real battery tester anymore. Be cool if I could get that dial to actually work, but alright, I've unhooked all the things that need to be unhooked and put things back that need to be put back, so let's try to run it through our back side of our box first. Set that down off to the side. Now I want to run a light bulb also, which means I need to come off of these and basically make one wire into two wires so that I can wire my bulb. Okay, so what I've done here is I've wired my cord that's going to be plugging into the wall to another set of wires that is going into my light bulb socket. And we're going to feed both of those up through our punch out. And I've actually just put ends on them to make it a little easier. This is the kind of socket that has where you poke the wire through and then tighten the screw in, but we're going to actually stick it up under there. So one side's labeled white, one side's labeled hot. This one's going to go here. And then this one's going to go on this side. And I want to put a switch on the back to control just the light. So everything else will be plugged in, it'll be live. This will control the turning the off and on the light. And I think I'm just going to put it right up here on top, on the back side. So I just need to drill a hole somewhere between those two with enough space to put that switch on there. Didn't think that through very well, did I? You see it? Do you see it? A boo-booed. That lip has to sit down over that, which means now I get to do an extra step and cut a notch up here. So there's this bracket inside right here that held like a wire holder, held the wire up against. I'm going to take that out, and I think that's where I'm going to put my light. And I'm basically going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use this bigger one, and this is going to go around the socket that the bulb screws into. If I can get that tight enough, it'll be perfect. Alright, so it looks kind of like a mess now, but this is the system I've got. I got my switch running out here. I'm not going to tighten that up until we get the lid on, and we'll straighten all these wires up. This is an LED bulb, so it won't generate any heat at all. We'll zip tie these up out of the way, my electrical box, and now I'm just going to go around and put the screws all the way around the bottom. I have my battery charger Ziploc bag that had all the original screws in it, so I should be able to go around and just put all those back in. We'll tighten this up, and then before I do that, I'll go ahead probably and zip tie all this stuff up out of the way. So that's our setup. I think that is going to be plenty strong enough. I don't have to worry about that. And I was able to use that original, one of the tie back on the other side for my cord. Should we plug it in, see what it does? Watch it go boom. What do you think? Gonna go boom? Didn't go boom. Ha! Let's kill the lights. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool, eh? There's a little pinhole right down there. Probably need to patch. That's about enough light for inside a camper, don't you think? plugged in our leads, our fake leads, electrodes, alligator clips, whatever you want to call them. I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. Probably should plug in a charger, make sure it works, huh? So everything seems to work. I have the phone that I am using right now plugged in. It is charging. I have my headlamp plugged in. I guess I can turn on the light so you can see what's going on. That plugged into there, and everything seems to be working great. So we're going to count that a major win and come up with some way to put the iPhones in there, a little pocket or something maybe to charge them, or may just lay them in there. They should lay in there fine. Alright everyone, we're gonna call it a night, but the Blitz battery charger is once again a charger. Thanks for watching everybody. Catch you on the next one.